We're here a little early. We're here a little early. This video is brought to you by Manscaped, man. Make sure you tap in with the lawnmower 4.0 and all the other cool products that Manscaped got. Also, you know the vibes with the Hurt Season hats and all of that, man. Make sure you tap in with the Print Champs. Grab your Hurt Season hat and all of that. Man of God, what's up, man? Bro, I'm good on Watson. It's Hurt Season. We're going to talk about it. This is a Q&A, man. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff. We're going to talk about that. That is one of the main topics of this live stream, Lunchtime with the Bullies, Friday. And also whatever else, football related, man. We're just going to do our thing today, man. We're going to get Watson and Sherman signed them to big contracts and they won't ever play a game. That's what I'm saying, man. A lot of people don't understand this, man. Watson is still going through something. And this is the thing about Sherman, man. You got a lot of people hitting me up and emailing me and DMing me about Sherman. Oh, your take on Sherman aged well. What take on Sherman? Did I ever say Sherman was never going to commit a crime? I'm talking about Sherman's football ability. How could I ever possibly know that Richard Sherman was about to go off the rails the way that he did? You know what I'm saying? You can't predict that. You know what I'm saying? You can't predict that. Me either. We haven't even given Hurts his opportunity like Watson to see what he become. Listen, this is the thing with Deshaun Watson, man. First of all, Deshaun Watson don't make us a contender. Deshaun Watson does not make us a contender. Let's just throw that out there right now. Deshaun Watson, is it even guaranteed that Deshaun Watson can lead us to a better record than Jalen Hurts? Is it guaranteed? Now, I know me asking this question is going to get a lot of people upset. Oh, absolutely. Deshaun Watson can lead Jalen Hurts, can lead the Eagles to a better record. Absolutely he can. So why he ain't lead his own team to a better record last year? In fact, the Houston Texans had a worse record than the Philadelphia Eagles. A worse record than the Philadelphia Eagles. Watson is an upgrade over Hurts. In terms of what? In terms of what? This is an honest question. Honest question. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you right now today that Jalen Hurts is a better quarterback than Deshaun Watson. I'm not going to tell you that. But I'm going to tell you that Deshaun Watson doesn't give you more wins than Jalen Hurts. I'm going to tell you that off the bat. He don't give you more wins than Jalen Hurts. Experience led him to 4-12. What are we talking about here? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Experience at what? I told y'all this time last season, before the season even played out, when Carson Wentz was still our quarterback, we knew what that was about. I told y'all last season that when DeAndre Hopkins left, that team would look different. When he left, that team would look different. You ain't making sense, LB. I know it don't make sense to you because you refuse to take off the glasses. Why was Deshaun Watson 4-12? Why was Deshaun Watson 4-12? Hey, thank you for the donation. You're the only Eagles channel I follow because you cool with the fish unit, but your team is trash. Big Blue taking the division. I mean, you came here to give me $4.99 to tell me that. Thank you. The Giants are some cut. The Giants trash. Shout out to you though. Listen, the thing about the Deshaun Watson thing to me is that Deshaun Watson is a talented quarterback. But Deshaun Watson, I don't think he's a winner. I don't think Deshaun Watson, I just don't think he's a winner. I'm sorry. I don't think he's a winner. I don't care. Listen, he went 4-12. I'm not making this up. The only team that he beat in this division last year was the Jaguars, I believe. I'm not making this up. I'm not making this up at all. These are facts that just happened. What is the excuse for Deshaun? What's the number one excuse that you hear of Deshaun Watson and why they went 4-12? What's the number one excuse? They didn't even blame Deshaun Watson. The number one excuse is coaching. Ownership, coaching, a bunch of stuff that ain't got nothing to do with play on the field. That was his defense. That was the number one excuse. The number one excuse. So what makes you think that Deshaun Watson is going to come over here where we got it, and y'all could ride with those excuses all y'all want. Y'all can ride with them excuses all y'all want. But if you're going to tell me Deshaun Watson coming over here, Y'all said coaching was a problem. He got an unproven coach now if he come to Philly. Ownership was a problem. Howie Roseman's still around. Ain't he a problem? Offensive line is a problem. Our offensive line just getting healthy. The same problems that Deshaun Watson had last year will be the same problems he got coming into Philadelphia. And Deshaun Watson's team was even better. Deshaun Watson's team was better than the Eagles team on paper last year. And he still won 4 games just like us. I'm not making no excuses for Deshaun Watson. Carson Wentz ain't have no O-line. Goddamn, Jalen Hurts ain't have no O-line. I'm not making, he won't have an O-line coming here, according to that, right? I'm not making no excuses for him. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. There was about 6 games last season where Deshaun Watson had the ball in his hand last possession to win the game. 6 games. 2 was against the Colts. He had the ball the last possession of the game to go out there and get a win. He didn't do it. He underperformed. He underperformed. The stats look good, but he underperformed. He lost to the Bengals. He lost to the Bengals. So, no, I got to disagree. Bringing Deshaun Watson over here don't make us a contender. It don't make us a contender. Are we just a quarterback away? It don't make sense, man. LB, you said we win in the division this season, so we can't be that bad. We're winning. I say we win in the division this season, Kirsten, because everybody else around us is bad. It don't really got that much to do with us and how much we improved. We're going to win the defense because common sense play calling is back. Common sense defensive play calling is back. And everybody else around us is bad. Nobody had more than 7 wins last year. Hell yeah, we're going to win this division. We're not matched up with no Bucks. We're not in the NFC South. We're in a division that anybody could win. Hurts ain't the same breed as Deshaun. I mean, they just won 12 games. They come on. The records was the same. Y'all make every excuse under the sun for Deshaun Watson, and I'm tired of it, bro. I'm tired of it. Y'all need to start pointing at his gameplay and them game-winning drives that he getting paid big money to convert. He getting paid big money. Big money. Big money to go out there and score a touchdown on the last drive of a game. He ain't do it last season. He ain't do it last season. So I don't know what breed that is. I don't know what breed that is. Y'all want to put these dudes in these categories of stuff that, like, Aaron Rodgers do stuff like that. Tom Brady do stuff like that. It's only one, Patrick Mahomes, it's only one mountaintop. And all of these dudes that y'all want to say is so good ain't on that mountaintop. When it comes down to it, a lot of these dudes are not going to be able to get you a game-winning drive. That's what he got paid to do. He didn't get paid to go out there. And who roster was better last season, the Eagles or Houston? The Eagles or Houston? Who roster was better? The Eagles or Houston? Come on. Watson is a top 7 quarterback. I agree Watson is a top 7 quarterback, but Watson coming to Philly don't make us contenders. Watson coming to Philly don't make us contenders. And still, the video was up as soon as the season ended on Deshaun Watson, because we've had these talks here a multitude of times. The game-winning drives, where the game was decided under 7 or less, he had the ball in enough time to take a lead, and he didn't do it. He had a goal line stand against the Colts twice to win the game in both games, and it didn't happen. So the owner's at fault for that. The owner's at fault for that. Come on. So who do you think will win more games, Hurts or Watson? Where's Watson even playing? Where's Watson even playing to determine this? I don't know where Watson's going. I don't like where Watson going. Not liking how everybody ain't defending Hurts. Of course, this is what we do in Philly, man. As soon as they dangle a new shiny toy, everybody wants to, that's an immediate upgrade. He won 4 games and had some good stats. I'm not that impressed. I'm not that impressed by him last season to come up here and say he's the one piece to turn everything around for us. Then why didn't he prove that he didn't need D-Hop? Come on, you got JJ, you got JJ Watt. Listen to the guys that was on the team with him, bro. They had far more better wide receivers than us. I mean, come on. It is what it is. I'm not running around here because they put his name in high regard. He ain't enough to turn around the problems we got. It'll be more damaging to go and get a Deshaun Watson than it'll be helpful because we're going to waste the draft picks that we got on a guy who still needs a lot to help him win. He ain't Tom Brady. You just can't plug him in anywhere and it's going to work out. He's not Tom Brady. Come on. Who don't need wide receiver help outside of Tom Brady? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Who don't need wide receiver help? Every quarterback needs a competent wide receiver. But Deshaun Watson had better wide receiver. So Deshaun Watson threw for 4,700 passing yards, didn't he? 70% completion percentage. Wasn't he like 70% last year? How much more help did he need on the offensive side of the ball? He needed help when it was time for them game-winning drives. That's where he needed help at, when it mattered the most. Come on, man. I diagnosed this Deshaun Watson thing a lot because a lot of people want to keep telling me that I'm misinformed on something. What am I missing? What am I missing? Who is the Texans running back? David Johnson wasn't bad last season, coming off an injury. Y'all keep asking all of these questions. Who is his running back? What did he eat for dinner? The coaching and all of this. Talk about the games where he had the ball in his hand, last drive of the game, and didn't convert. That's why they won 4 games. That's why they won 4 games. His clutch is on 0. Deshaun Watson didn't do a damn thing clutch. Nothing about him was clutch last year. A bunch of good stats. The last time he did something clutch was in the playoffs when they beat the Bills. They were getting blown out in that game. Deshaun Watson clutch was on 0 last year. And you can't dispute it. You can't dispute it. Xavier Sowell says, so you weren't impressed with Deshaun Watson, who won 4 games, but you were impressed with Hurts, who won 3-1. How many starts did Hurts have? 4.5 starts. 4.5 starts and won 1 game. Deshaun Watson played every game and won 4. Who got the better win percentage? It's almost identical. It's identical. If Deshaun, it's the same one. It's the same thing. 4 out of 16 and 1 out of 4. Deshaun Watson won 25% of his games. 25% of his games. Jalen Hurts got 1 win out of Jalen Hurts is 1-4. Okay, you do the math. 25%. It's the same thing, bro. I'm not comparing Hurts to Watson. Never compared them to Watson. See, y'all hear what y'all want to hear. Y'all hear what y'all want to hear. Y'all hear Deshaun Watson, and then y'all want to propose to the man. I'm here telling you that he don't make us a contender. He don't make us a contender, and that's the bottom line. Y'all got all these excuses for why they was 4 games. I've never seen nobody get this much praise for winning 4 games, bro. I never seen nobody get this much praise for winning 4 games. I still don't see the comment about the game-winning drives. I don't see the comment about the game-winning drives. I don't see it. JC Eagles talks up, LB. I don't know why you even wasting your breath talking about Watson. He won't even play this year. Eagles fans need to chill. Check your Twitter. I got you. I'm gonna check my Twitter. Darius slays his own corner. Bradbury, the best DB in the division. Come on, bro. Don, you a Giants fan, right? I understand you're a Giants fan. I understand you keep, you're doing a lot of stuff to get my attention. You're doing the super chats and all of that. And out of respect for the YouTube culture, I'm gonna read the super chats. But you keep coming in here talking this Giants chat, this Giants stuff. Listen, you're not over there with Fist Unit. You're not over there with him. You're not over there with Fist Unit. You're not. You know where you at. You know where you at. And if I press a button, they're gonna start muting you. The only reason I'm not really into the Watson idea is because of the legal issues. That's the only reason why anybody shouldn't be into it, though. The legal issues aside, you You ain't going to get him. D-Rob said Watson had a top 3 receiver before he got traded. They lost a blowout to the Chiefs. He's good, but not so good to fix all our problems. That's the main point. That's the main point. The main point. He is good, but he don't make us a contender. Bottom line. So being as though he don't make you a contender, if you waste these draft picks on him, what is the time period and when you think you need to start winning and start contending? What's the time period that you think you need to start contending? I'm not sold on it, man. I'm not sold on the idea of it, the thought of it. It don't make no sense. Y'all going out here getting somebody who was trash for real, for real. He was bad in the clutch. Yeah, he don't throw interceptions. Yeah, he don't turn the ball over. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, when he get on the stand, he can say, well, this was a cover 3. You see the safety was sliding. Yeah, all that's impressive. But when the ball was in his hand, y'all, about 6 or 7 games, I got to find the video. I did the video probably a year ago now. When the ball was in his hands, y'all, not even a year ago, right after the season. When the ball was in his hands, when it was him on the field for the game winning, for the game, he did not come up in the moments, which is why he is not going to make us a contender. You said he's top 5. Calling him trash is insane when you said he's top 5. Who said he was trash? He not trash. I just said he not a winner. The stats alone make him top 5. The stats alone make him top 5. And I don't even think I got him in my top 5. So you gotta go back over to my list. He not even in my top 5. The stats alone make him a top 10, top 7 guy. The completion percentage, he's good. But when it's time for a 2-minute drill for the game, he ain't good. He ain't good. Period. He not good. In a 2-minute drill, in a close game, he's not good. He's not good. And you should save this video, because if he keep going on this trend, you're going to hear the major broadcasters talking about it. Then y'all going to believe it. But the proof is in the pudding. Look at the losses. Look at the losses that he took last year. Look at the 2-minute drills when he had the ball in his hand. He didn't go score and it was up to the defense to stop them. He had the ball in his hand to take a lead late in the game. In about 6 to 7 games, and he did not do it. Did not do it. And 2 of them was goal line stance, where Jalen Hurts would have dove for it before he came up empty-handed. Come on. There's not a QB in the league that will get us to the Super Bowl next year. We on that way up, though. Exactly. That's the bottom line. If you get Jalen Hurts, you're gonna lose two high round picks. If you get Deshaun Watson, and you're probably gonna lose Jalen Hurts and 2 high round picks, 2 high draft picks. You get Deshaun Watson, now you're down to 2 high draft picks. You know what I'm saying? And now you know you ain't gonna win this season anyway. So why would you even do it? Now the scramble is on to win next season. So you got Deshaun Watson for a whole season. You evaluated the team. You know what's going to happen. You don't have those high draft picks. Kelsey going to be gone, probably. Fletcher Cox is getting up there. See why you need the draft picks instead of just running and suckling at the teat of Deshaun Watson, who probably going to have legal issues for the next 3 years? It don't make sense. I say 1 high round pick for Watson. His stock is tanked. You ain't getting one. Listen, you ain't getting 1 high round pick. You ain't getting 1 high draft pick for Watson, bro. It's gonna require you 2 first round picks or a first and a second, unless somebody cut him or something. You know what I'm saying? Now everybody wants to pit Jalen Hurts against Deshaun Watson when that's not even what it's about. So you're telling me Brady on the Texans will have 4 wins? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Tom Brady on the Texans would have got at least 9 wins. At least 9 wins. Deshaun Watson was in position to win like 10 games. He just didn't come up clutch. He did not come up clutch, and everybody made excuses. Everybody made excuses. When I go back and look at it, he had the ball in his hands, getting paid a lot of money to score a touchdown. It is what it is, man. It's just the facts. I know y'all love Deshaun Watson. I know y'all like how his haircut or how he dresses something. But being clutch, he don't do it. He don't do it. He don't do it being clutch. Israel said, you are tripping, bro. It's a fact, though. I didn't make it up. I did not make it up. It's a fact. Just look at the two Colts games. 2 division games. He had the ball late. I know them games for sure. I marked those because they was 2 division games. Just look at it. I'm not making it up. But I'm tripping, though, because you don't want to face reality. Come on. Come on. Now he needed wide receivers. Come on, man. What's the kid name? Didn't he have Brandon Cooks? But why you like to compare everybody to Brady? Nobody is Tom Brady. I'm not. Somebody brought Tom Brady name up. I can't stand Tom Brady. Nobody's Tom Brady. Y'all sure to think Watson is Tom Brady though, right? Y'all sure believe in your soul that Watson is one of them ones. Do you expect Watson to convert on a game-winning drive? How high y'all and how high and heavenly y'all hold his name? Do you expect him to convert in some game-winning drives? I do. I do. Come on, man. Do you expect Deshaun Watson to only beat the Jags out of his division? I do. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. LB, what if Watson is cut? Should we go after him or not? I mean, if he cut, everybody going after him. I had Cooks too. He made him a beast. Come on. Now he ain't had no wide receivers. Cooks is okay. Kiki, QT, whatever other dude was, serviceable. They wide receivers was better than ours. That's the measuring stick that I'm going with. They wide receivers was better than ours. They offensive line was better than ours. Look at the numbers that the quarterback put up. He also had Will Fuller. Come on. Defensive line had J.J. Watt. I'm not making no excuses for that man because y'all love him. In the clutch, 2-minute drill, ball in his hands. Oh, Randall Cobb. Talk about it. Talk about it now. Talk about it now. Talk about it now. Deshaun Jackson and Alshon Jeffrey ain't played much for us last year, right? We had rookies and a bunch of unproven dudes. Deshaun Watson from top to bottom is the better quarterback, right? Had the better team, right? And still had 4 wins, but he gonna make us a contender? Adam Schefter tripping with that one, bro. Tripping with that one, bro. And Kenny Stills, come on. Come on. Deshaun Watson we can't compare him to nobody, right? Come on, bro. Y'all talk about Deshaun Watson more than y'all talk about Russell Wilson. He ain't no Russell Wilson. And this ain't no hate. He got good stats. He got good stats. He got good stats. Cool. How many times have we seen dudes have good stats? I take Russell Wilson over almost anybody in the league except Patrick Mahomes. I'll take Russell Wilson over Aaron Rodgers, me personally. Come on. But Wilson is Wilson, but Watson is Watson, right? According to y'all. According to y'all saying he top 5. When you sit here and tell me that he top 5, I gotta look at him. I gotta look at him with Aaron Rodgers. I gotta look at him with Tom Brady. I gotta look at him with Russell Wilson, and I gotta look at him with Patrick Mahomes, and then Watson, right? When y'all saying he's top 5, them the names you gotta talk about him with. But he ain't none of them, right? He ain't none of them, right? So why he top 5 then? The stats. The stats. If y'all telling me he top 5, you got to talk, again, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, Patrick Mahomes, in no order, and Lamar Jackson, right? I'm not Lamar Jackson, and Deshaun Watson. That's the top 5. If Deshaun Watson in there, them the other 4 with him. And if he not none of those guys, why y'all keep telling me he is? Come on, bro. My bad if I missed the super chat. I'm going to get right to it. Concrete Green said, do you think he better than Dak? Deshaun Watson? Look, man, a lot of people not gonna like this one, man. I think a lot of people not gonna like this one, man. Dak and Deshaun Watson are very close, are very close, are very close. I think Deshaun Watson got a bit of a higher IQ, but he ain't blowing Dak out the water. What says he blows Dak out the water? What says he blows Dak out the water? Dak got way more game-winning drives than Deshaun Watson. My man Rock, ESPN throws some junk out there and Eagles fans jump on it like a dog and heat every time. Every time. Every time. Every time. Dak had more talent on paper than damn near everybody. Come on, man. Deshaun Watson played with D-Hop for how many years? For how many years did Deshaun Watson have an above-average defense and DeAndre Hopkins? I'm not giving no excuses to him, bro. I'm not giving now. It's closer than people going to admit. It is way closer than what people are going to admit between Dak and Deshaun Watson. But Deshaun Watson gets the edge. He gets the edge. He gets the edge. Dak had every facet on offense. Dak had every facet on offense. At the same time, hold on, did I miss a super chat? You're not a stat guy. You stay quoting 4,000-yard stats, though. Who not a stat guy? Who said they're not a stat guy? A lot of y'all be mad about these Lamar Jackson takes. My bad if I missed your super chat. Oh, Dream said, LB, man, you can't keep taking stuff away from good players that prove themselves just because they're in talks about taking someone you like spot. That's not what's happening here. How did he prove himself? How did Deshaun Watson prove himself? That ain't what's happening here. Deshaun Watson is a better quarterback than Jalen Hurts. He's a better quarterback than Jalen Hurts. He's a better quarterback than him right now. Deshaun Watson don't make you a contender, though. Bottom line, stats don't win championships. It's the bottom line. It's the moral of the story. I'm in the business of winning championships. I'm not in the business of looking flashy. I'm not in the business of doing it. I'm not. I'm just not in the business of doing it. I'm not in the business of, you know, perfect example. I'm not in the business of putting diamonds in my Rolex. I'm not in the business of doing that. I don't want to look like something. I want to be something. You see what I'm saying? I'm not in the business of saying we got Deshaun Watson just to not be winning championships with him. He need way more than what we got to make us contenders. Him alone don't make us contenders. Tom Brady automatically makes us a contender, probably. It's not the same. It's not the same. So you'll trade those picks for Rodgers before Rodgers before Watson? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yes, I would. Yes, I would. Yes, I would. Yes, I would trade those picks for Aaron Rodgers before Deshaun Watson. Hell yeah, I would. You got to be kidding me. Rodgers is 40. Yeah, Rodgers is 40. Rodgers is 40, but you know what's going to happen if you get an Aaron Rodgers. Other people are going to want to come. Pause. You know what's going to happen. Same for Deshaun Watson, too. I'm not taking nothing away from Deshaun Watson. But if you talk about what makes you an automatic contender, Aaron Rodgers does. Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers so old, they don't have time to play. They don't got time to play. They in win now mode. Come on, man. Y'all crazy if y'all still don't think Deshaun Watson got to develop. Listen, the only weakness left to Deshaun Watson's game is the 2-minute drill. The 2-minute drill. It's the 2-minute drill, I'm telling you. You know who also had this same weakness? You know who he really remind me of? You know, he really remind me of Tony Romo, for real. He really reminds me of Tony Romo. Now, y'all could go ahead and lie to yourselves all y'all want if y'all want to say Tony Romo was garbage. Y'all could lie to yourselves all y'all want. Tony Romo was a great statistical quarterback. A great quarterback. He was great. But he wasn't clutch. He wasn't clutch. Give me the clutch moment besides the playoff win. Give me the clutch moment. Give me the clutch moment. That's all I'm saying. Give me the clutch moment. Give me the clutch moment. Nobody can tell me when he was just... Listen, Carson Wentz might have been more clutch than Deshaun Watson. Carson Wentz might have... Listen, if Deshaun Watson was put in that situation in 2019 to have to win 5 games in a row, and we was trailing in a bunch of them games, Deshaun Watson might have folded. Deshaun Watson might have folded. He might have overthought it. He might have overthought the whole game. Deshaun Watson ain't clutch. That's the only weakness to his game. But he don't make nobody a contender not being clutch. Because when it's time for the playoffs, you gotta be somewhat clutch. In college, Watson was clutch. In college, Watson was clutch. Okay. In college, Watson was clutch. Well, I want y'all to have that same energy when I'm talking about Devontae Smith. Because in college, he was the Heisman. People want to say that don't matter. Everybody that want to say I'm tripping, tell me about the game-winning drives last year. Tell me about the game-winning drives last year. You can't do it. You can't do it. You can't tell me why he couldn't get... You can't tell me why. It was about 6 or 7 games. I got to find a video, man. I'm not trying to give up all the assets just to get them. Don't have a complete team. Stay the course, Eagles fans. Exactly. I'm on board with staying the course. If the last thing we needed was a quarterback and it came down between Jalen Hurts and Deshaun Watson, it's an easy call. It's Deshaun Watson. Easy call. But the last thing we don't need is a quarterback. If you go and trade all of these picks right now for Deshaun Watson, what are you going to do? You're going to be using 4th and 5th round picks to be filling major holes like center. You're going to be using 4th and 5th round picks to be trying to find somebody to groom to take over for Fletcher Cox. Come on. He makes y'all happy. He's exciting to have. It'll make you feel good to say you got a great, great quarterback, but you won't be winning. You won't be winning. So you think that was an aberration, or did Carson have a bad season too? What do I think? What was the aberration? Carson Wentz season last year? I think Carson Wentz had a terrible season last year. Carson Wentz had a horrid season last year. He was horrible. But what was Deshaun? What was Watson then? What do you classify Watson's season as? A lot of people glorifying the 4-1 season. I'm not on that, man. Hurts season will be the next McNabb, but this more swag and humbleness. I would rather see Hurts become an Eagles legend than trade the future away for Watson. That's the page I'm on. That's the page I'm on. Bro, Brady wouldn't even have twice as many wins with the O-line. Brady is nothing without an O-line. Okay. That's like James Harden in the regular season. It's going to be fun to watch, but you're not winning the chip. Exactly my point. It's exactly my point. And I know a lot of y'all remember when I said DeAndre Hopkins gone, Deshaun Watson is going to show y'all who he really is. He's going to show y'all who he really is. Without DeAndre Hopkins there in them 2-minute drills, he could not get the job done. He could not get the job done. He didn't have a go-to guy that you could throw to who don't look open but still got great hands and catch the ball. He could not get it done. Obviously, if Hurts is good, that's good for the team. The point is, we don't know how good Hurts will be. But you damn sure don't know how good Watson will be. Listen, the only way you go get Watson is if you think you're going to win a Super Bowl in 1 to 2 years. Are we going to win a Super Bowl in 1 to 2 years? That's a hard question because we came out of nowhere and won a Super Bowl the first time, but we had fundamental pieces. You don't know what the future is going to hold. You don't know. You keep those picks. And you evaluate Hurts, and then you use 1 pick on a brand new quarterback. If Hurts is bad, use 1 pick. Use 1 first-round pick. Come on, you want to throw the future away for Deshaun Watson? Kyler Murray wasn't good until D-Hop got there. In the passing game, he got better. the organization wanted to draft Wilson or Fields. I disagree with that because we bypassed on Fields for a wide receiver for our quarterback. So no, I don't think we wanted to get a quarterback the whole time. No, the Bucks had one of the best O-lines last year. Of course they did. A lot of people here haven't played football, have they? I don't think a lot of people played football on any level when we talk this stuff. So let me reiterate something. A quarterback like Tom Brady, who was thought of as a GOAT, once he gets in front of his starting line, there are rules that are set from a quarterback to a starting line of a football player of a caliber of a Tom Brady. If you miss a block and get Tom Brady sacked, Tom Brady is yelling at you. Same with Aaron Rodgers. If you let that quarterback down and don't do what that quarterback is expected of you, you hear it from him. You hear it from him. If Tom Brady goes anywhere, that offensive line gets a boost of morale. Anywhere. Get that understood. Anywhere. It's a lot of offensive lines that's running around here when the quarterback gets sacked. They got their hands on their hip, they flailing their arms. I don't know how it happened. That don't happen with the Bucks. Never happened with the Patriots. Never. It don't happen. Y'all got to understand. It's a difference. It's a difference. Tom Brady stays in the pocket, so he makes the offensive line's job a lot easier. When guys are leaving outside of the pocket and they break contain for the defense, it makes it harder. So in a sense, it's probably easier to block for a guy like Tom Brady. But when Tom Brady, listen, I've seen Tom Brady chew offensive linemen out. Old school football. Bucks had a top offensive line with Winston. It's not at all Brady. That's something to look into. I didn't know that. I would rather use the picks and stack the team with the 49ers. Breed, thank you for the donation, bro. With the 49ers did. Then we just need a quarterback rather than use the picks on the quarterback and eat everything else. Exactly. Bucks had the #1 pass protection. Yeah, I mean, I don't make excuses for quarterback success or quarterback failures. I don't. But when a guy whose numbers was as good as Deshaun Watson and the record is what it is, you got to start looking at why. You got to look into it like, what is that? What is this about? Then the thing that popped out to me was not to place blame on everybody else. Was let's look at some of these games and how he lost them. 2-minute drill, about 7 games. If you win all your 2-minute drills, or if you win 5 out of the 7 2-minute drills, what's your record? 9 wins. Winning season. Winning season. Come on, man. You don't go 4-12 and then think you get to decide who's going to be the coach. Come on. All this blaming everybody. Eagles aren't getting Watson, I agree. Their defense was bad, though. The defense might have been bad, but I'm telling you, a 2-minute drill for the game, to win the game, it don't have nothing to do with the defense at that point. It don't got nothing to do with the defense. If the last person to have the ball is your quarterback, what the fuck? What do it got to do with the defense? What does it have to do with the defense? Has nothing to do with the defense. Dudes got bad defenses all the time. But if your defense can be good enough to get that key stop in the 4th quarter so you can get the ball and go win the game, who cares? Who cares how bad the defense was all game if it comes down to your offense and you a top 5 guy? Watson had no O-line, no weapon, and no weapons. That's false. That's false. That is false. How you throw 4,700? How you throw for 4,700 yards? How you throw for 4,700 yards with no line? I can't keep doing that. I can't keep doing that. Nobody's saying the line was top tier, but how do you throw for that completion percentage with no O-line and no weapons? It's impossible. It's really impossible. It's impossible. Now he ran and extended plays and created every game that they was in. I'm not jacking it, man. I'm not jacking it, man. I'm not jacking it. Of course he done it. He did it sometimes in the season, but that's not. He didn't have to do it every play. Getting Watson will put us in the same cap position we were in 2 years ago. We don't need cap issues no more. Getting Watson would bankrupt the organization, and we'll be trying to put 6th round and 5th round picks to be 2nd string cornerbacks. We ain't got it. Hurts ain't on Watson level. Sorry. Who said that? Do Watson make us a contender? Thumbs up or thumbs down? If Watson makes us a contender, give me a thumbs up. If he don't, give me a thumbs down. That's the bottom line. That's what it all boils down to. That's what it all boils down to. That's what everybody's saying. You did watch Watson, obviously. I didn't, or I did. I think you're trying to say I didn't. If I didn't watch Watson, how do I know how bad he was in a 2-minute drill? How did I know that if I didn't watch him? How did I know that? Dudes just be saying anything, man. I breathe sports. I breathe this every day, dog. I do this. Every day I do this. I'm surprised that many people think Watson makes us a contender. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. I'm giving Jalen up right now if we can get Watson. I'm not waiting a year on Hurts. Sorry, try and win now. You're going to be waiting a year on Watson. You're not winning now with Watson. You're not winning now with Watson. I don't think we comprehending that. Because you were too busy watching Carson, the fans know. What are you talking about, the fans know? I was too busy watching Carson. Listen, I got a TV set up to where I can watch anything in the world. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Of course, if it's an Eagles game on and a Houston Texans game on, I'm going to watch the Eagles. That don't even make sense. But to act like I'm not privy to what's going on in the National Football League because I'm an Eagles fan, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. How do you know so much about Watson if you're an Eagles fan? How do you know so much? How do you know so much? Like, you know so much because of what? Come on, bro. Come on. Dude don't even make no, it doesn't even make sense. Listen, this DH Eagle, this is the real problem. The real problem is this, that I'm being honest. I'm being completely honest. He had the ball in his hand. I keep repeating, he had the ball in his hand last year. 6 or 7 games. 6 or 7 games with the game on the line. Just got a big contract. And he folded. He folded. He folded. That's the truth. Somebody tell me where it didn't happen last year. I'm not a fanboy. I'm not a fanboy at all. I know the difference between right and wrong. I'm not the biggest Lamar Jackson fan either. But I was just on here defending him because the media trying to crucify him for playing with kids. There's no hate in my blood at all. I'm just telling you the facts. The 2 games against the Colts that he lost. Look it up. You've been watching Watson his whole career. No, I haven't. I have not been watching Watson his whole career. For what? Why would I do that? We didn't draft him. I don't watch Clemson football. To your point though, how do I know so much if I haven't been watching him his whole career? It is definitely called research. It is a bit of research that goes into this. I told y'all the record would suffer when D-Hop left. It's not rocket science, bro. I'm not trying to build a shuttle to Mars. It don't take that type of level of intellect to see what's really going on. Why was he bad in the clutch last year? William Kelly? Why was he bad in the clutch last year? Since me and you talking now. Why was he so bad in the clutch last year? So why are you talking about him and you definitely didn't research? What are you talking about? This is the research. I'm gonna break down the research for you. He had the ball in his hand. This is what I researched. Had the ball in his hand with an opportunity to win in about 6 or 7 games. And it didn't happen. That's the research I did. If you would have did that same research, you would have found the same thing too. It's the research I did. So what does your research tell you? What does your research tell you about that? What is the reasoning for that? What's the reasoning for that? That's the research I found. So somebody tell me the research they found. And he scored in all of them, and the defense gave up the game at the end and left him no time. So how could you possibly say it was on him? He scored in every one of his game-winning drives and won 4 games. I'm talking about last year, bro. I'm talking about last year. I'm not talking about no other year. I'm talking about last year. I'm talking about last year, bro. I'm talking about last year. Does your research also detail play calling, run or passing, and if wide receivers dropped passes? Come on, man. Come on. I'm not digging in the garbage bin, man. I'm not digging in the garbage bin for all of that, man. I'm not digging in the garbage bin for all of that. Who dropped what and who did what. Of course, you got to highlight that. Of course, you got to take those things into consideration. But that's the case. That's the case every time. Every time somebody dropped the ball. That's the case. I don't know, man. I'm not going in the garbage bin. I'm not going in the garbage bin because y'all keep moving the goalposts back, man. Last year, he was Mr. 3 and out on those drives. You could look it up, man. Mr. Super Chat, my bad, man. My bad, I'm sorry, y'all. Marley Marl, why do Eagles fans want to take on Watson contract? I don't get y'all. For the next year with 3 first rounders, a lot of cap space. Y'all don't need Watson. As a whole, it's a looming desperation. It's a looming desperation as a whole in Eagles Nation. It's a looming desperation. We always want things that's not necessarily good for us. Who I got in the finals, LB? I don't know, man. The finals just got sticky. Because I think the Bucks gonna take it. I think the Bucks gonna take it. For dudes asking for research, go pay for Game Pass and watch all their games if you care so much. Facts. You've been watching Watson his whole life? No, I know the same stuff you know. I know the same stuff you know. Come on, man. I'm here talking to dudes who only saw a Houston game when it was on prime time, most likely. Come on. Listen, at the beginning of the season, that's how he was looking. What's the middle of the season came, bro? They went on a tear. What are you talking about? What tear did they go on? They won 4 games. What tear did they go on? What are you talking? What? In the middle of the season, they went on what tear? What tear did they go? In the middle of the season, they beat the Jags twice? What tear? Come on, man. I've been watching Watson since he picked up a football. Okay. Nice to know. Half these dudes be watching Madden simulations. I don't know, man. I don't know, but if a dude now, do y'all want me to bring do y'all want me to bring the video back where we broke down the games that he had the ball in his hand? I think it'll be a bit redundant, and I don't think it'll make sense. I'm a Clemson. Everybody. You a Clemson fan? You a Clemson fan? Will Kelly, you a Clemson fan? I'm a Clemson fan, so I do watch them, bro. I can like a player that's not an Eagle fan. You a Clemson fan? You a Clemson fan? Okay. You're a Clemson fan now. All right. Okay. Sitting on a dude with a ceiling similar to Russ and nobody can wait for it to develop. That's my whole point. That's my whole point. My man said he'd been watching him since he picked up a football. He's a Clemson fan now. I mean, you could have led off your debate with you a Clemson fan. You could have led the debate off with that. You could have just told me that. But you spin me all around the block and ask me if I watch him, but you a Clemson fan the whole time. Listen, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do this in the chat now. We're going to pass around the honesty cup. We're going to pass around the honesty cup. And when the cup get to you, Clemson fan, ask yourself if you being honest about what you just told me. Ask yourself if you're being honest about what you just told me. They act butthurt because you're telling the truth. Absolutely. That's all it is. I don't care. I don't care about nobody's favorite player. I'm here to tell the truth. I'm here to tell the truth. It's all, you gotta have truth in sports. If he was good with the ball in his hand in the clutch, I just fell over. Dudes be watching Matt and love it. If he was good if he was good, you told me and I ain't see it, scroll up. My bad. If you was good, if you was good in the clutch and you would have had them game-winning drives, ESPN would have been talking all about how you performed in the clutch. Instead, we're talking about what you didn't have and why you didn't perform. I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of it, man. I'm not a fan of it, man. I'm not a fan of it. Next, people gonna be telling me they was Zach Wilson fans. If Zach Wilson pan out, people gonna be telling me they was BYU fans. You know what I mean? Yo, LB, can I get a wrench? Been a fan since 2019. I got hurt season hat and dog tag. Love your Twitter interactions, by the way. I got you, bro. I got you. And y'all know, listen, and y'all know it's all love. This is what we do with Lunchtime with the Bullies. But listen, if somebody could DM me or anything about a logical explanation on why he didn't perform the way he was supposed to perform with the ball in his hands, with the game on the line, then I'll change my tune. But until somebody can give me a logical explanation, go ahead, do your research. Go count all the drops and all of that stuff. Count them all. Count them all. I can't defend them for last year. That's exactly what you're doing. Will, come on, Will. And you my guy, Will. I can't defend him for last year, but I know that wasn't him, just like Carson. Okay. I respect that. I respect that stance. Because part of me feel like that wasn't Carson. And nobody don't want to hear that from me either. But I accepted that to be Carson. And I respect that stance. Now, it's super easy for Deshaun Watson to go somewhere and have a better record because he's a good quarterback. Deshaun Watson plays quarterback good enough that if he got the proper pieces around him, he's going to be able to take the lead, and it's a wrap. If Deshaun Watson get like a 17-point lead up on you, you know, with the type of quarterback he is, you should be good. He's not blowing too many 17-point leads. But coming back and putting the ball in his hand, he's Tony Romo. And that hurts when I think that's what hurts the most. When I say things that don't align with Eagles players' values. I get what you're saying, LB. Thank you, Kirsten. For the first time this year. What y'all drinking today? This Wegmans brand. Alkaline water. I mean, here. 50 floor ounces. One and a half liters. Hydrate. 90 degrees right now. Hydrate. Tell that to the Chiefs. Tell what to the Chiefs? I don't feel sorry for Patrick Mahomes either. What he did in the Super Bowl. I'm not one of them guys that blamed the offensive line for Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl either. I'm not one of them guys. Never did it. I'm not one of them guys. Patrick Mahomes is good enough to be able to somehow, some way, put a drive together that could break the pylon and get in the end zone. They had three field goals in a Super Bowl. That is a failure on the entire offense, play callers and all. Three field goals in the Super Bowl with Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, and Travis Kelce. That's a fail for everybody, bro. It's a fail, including Patrick Mahomes. So what they do? Didn't they cut some left tackles? They blamed everybody but the offense. All they did was highlight Patrick Mahomes being damn near airborne, throwing an incomplete pass. Look at how his body was angled when he threw it. Bro, they had 9 points in the Super Bowl, 3 field goals. They had 9 points. 9 points. So do we blame our O-line for Hurts going 1-4, or do we hold him accountable? What do you mean, do we blame our O-line or do we hold him accountable? Jalen Hurts overcame the O-line. I'm not blaming the O-line for us going 1-4. The main reason for Jalen Hurts going 1-4 in the games that he started. Now let me find the right way for saying this. I think the main reason for that was preparation. He had no training camp. He was just thrown in out of nowhere, expected to start. What did you expect this record to be? Deshaun Watson is different. I'm not even blaming play calling, because the play calling didn't change and the offense moved much better with Deshaun Watson. I'm not blaming play calling. I'm blaming Deshaun Watson being put in a situation and forced to learn on the fly. Being forced to learn on the fly. Doug was bad with Carson Wentz. But the way Doug was coaching was more tailored for Jalen Hurts, if that makes sense. Remember, Carson Wentz was out there running zone reads. He was running quarterback keepers. He don't got the body for that. He don't got the speed for that. You know what I mean? Carson was doing bad stuff. And Doug didn't try to tailor the game plan for Carson Wentz. I almost felt like Carson Wentz was out there just fully and 100% sabotaged. Now, Deshaun Watson had a full training camp. Everybody knew he was the guy. D-Hop left. They immediately tried to put pieces around him, like Randall Cobb, David Johnson. And y'all can say these guys is bums all y'all want. That's cap. What's the other homeboy, the fast dude? We just was talking about him. Cooks. They tried to put pieces around him. He had a full training camp, everything. He knew that he was going to be the first game on TV against the Chiefs. Everybody wanted to see Watson versus Mahomes. Everybody knew what it was going to be. Everybody knew what it was going to be. Jalen Hurts wasn't projected to be the starter. Jalen Hurts came in out of nowhere. And had to play the Saints. Everybody wanted Jalen Hurts to get embarrassed. He goes out there and win that game. It's a difference. It's a difference in the Jalen Hurts story versus any other quarterback that played every 16 games. A backup coming in to take over is different. So preparation. I expect preparation to be, I expect way more wins, clearly. I don't like y'all calling context issues. What you mean, Kirsten? They are bums. Stop it. I don't think Will Fuller is a bum. I don't think Randall Cobb is a bad slot guy. I don't think so. I don't think David Johnson was a bum either. I don't think so. Do I think the team was good on the defensive end? Absolutely not. The team wasn't good on the defensive end either. But Deshaun Watson, like I said, was in position to win some games, ball in his hand. He should be able to do that. Now, the smart thing for the Philadelphia Eagles to do is to keep Jalen Hurts, evaluate Jalen Hurts, and use your picks moving forward. So go ahead right now and spend this type of money, hypothetically, on Jalen Hurts, who has legal issues. He's 100% healthy. He's a great quarterback. the price tag is going to set your team back because it's not like you got a slew of rookies on a rookie deal and you can afford this guy with these rookies on a rookie deal for 2 years. The only important people you got on a rookie deal for real is Devontae Smith. Goddard about to get a bag. He about to not be on the rookie deal. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think it's a smart move, and that's the bottom line. I'm cool with riding with Hurts, and if he's not good, or our record will let us draft a quarterback. Exactly. Dudes really act like Hurts is Nate Sudfeld. Well, Hurts is going to remind them. Record predictions for who? The Eagles? I think the Eagles can win. I think the Eagles can win somewhere between 8 and 11 wins. I know that's a large gap, but I think the Eagles can win somewhere between 8 and 11 wins. The Eagles are not going to win anything less than 8 games this season. They're not going to win anything less than 8 games. I think we could win somewhere between 8 and 11 wins. I want to have a good young roster like the 49ers. Well, to have a good young roster like the 49ers, you got to be able to draft good. We don't draft good. This has been one of our best drafts in the last 10 years. We don't draft good. You know what I'm saying? To have a good young roster, you got to draft good. All your draft picks got to make the team, and everybody could be under a rookie deal, and then you can start putting some big money out in certain situations. And the 49ers definitely had to pay the price for that. They were garbage for years, Kirsten, to be able to do that. That's the ceiling and the floor for every NFC East team, 8 and 11. It could be. It could be. My whole thing is this, though, man. If they wasn't happy with Jalen Hurts, Justin Fields was right there. Justin Fields was right there. Everybody was telling me how good Justin Fields was, but Justin Fields is not looking like he's going to win the job from Andy Dalton. What do y'all really make from that? What do y'all really make from that? Do I like how the division games are at the beginning and the end? I mean, I'm not mad at it. Matt Nagy isn't smart. That's what you get from that? That's what you get from that. What if Justin Fields not grasping the game at the next level? See, we got to stop making excuses for these guys, man. We got to stop it. We got to stop it. I think that's cap. They just not going to start them till like week 4. Andy, a vet, he has the upper hand. Joe Flacco, a vet, he ain't got the upper hand in Philly. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people laughed at me when I said Mac Jones was going to be one of them ones. I can't wait for that one to happen. But it is what it is, though, man. Bottom line, he doesn't make us a contender right now. Would it be great to have him in a different scenario? In a different scenario. Sure, it'll be great to have him. I mean, honestly, you're going to lock up Dallas Goedert. You got Devontae Smith. You got Jalen Reagor. You got a young core. If you just swap out Jalen Hurts with Deshaun Watson right now, the offense might perform better. The offense might perform better. But I think the chain's going to move the same. I think guys will have better numbers, but I think the chains are going to move the same. I really do. I believe the chains are going to move the same. If that makes any sense. The offense is going to move. Is Jalen Hurts or Deshaun Watson will not have our offense looking like Carson Wentz. Both players will have the offense looking better than what Carson Wentz did. Nagy's not trying to lose his job. Stop with the excuses, but yet Jalen Hurts went 1-3 because of play calling. Stop it, bro. I don't know who you calling bro, because I didn't say he went 1-3 because of play calling. I said it was because of preparation. being forced to learn on the fly. He was a rookie that was just thrown into the game. Deshaun Watson wasn't a rookie last year. Deshaun Watson just came off of a playoff win last year. He wasn't a rookie. It's a difference, bro. It's a difference. It's a difference. Like, what y'all think gonna happen if Andy Dalton play up to week 10, then get benched? If Andy Dalton play up to week 10, then get benched and Justin Fields come in, y'all think he gonna do well? No, he ain't. It's a learning curve, man. The speed of the game is different. Hurts could have been 2-2 if they didn't tank. But why would we not tank and send the Giants to the playoffs and have worse draft position? If we didn't tank, we wouldn't ultimately have Devontae Smith. Why would we not tank? I'm glad we did it. Why would we want the Giants to win a division? You got to be kidding me. Let's keep the Giants' 10-year streak alive. All right, y'all, man. Official video coming later, man. I'm going to go get back to it. It's Friday. Make sure y'all like, make sure you subscribe, all of that, man. I'm going to dig into some more of this Deshaun Watson stuff, man, to make sure that I'm accurate, because people talking about I'm losing my mind, but this is the data this is what I looked up. This is what I looked up. All right, y'all, man. We're going to vibe out, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man.